Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the Stairs of Knowledge and Power map. We're playing as the green player out of the third position. I've got a 1-point holdback here. White does not cap here. We got a big old 6 here. I'm going to take it. It's a 1 point over only the +3, split +3 up top. That's not as good. Maybe this 4 cap in the middle is slightly better. But I could also weasel my material over here and take this early. This map, we got a split 2 cap hold over the left-hand side. Those bonuses are better. If you're wondering what the deal is, why I can't see the, I was going to say what the shtick is, what the deal is, why you can't see the whole map here, that is because this map does not zoom out any further than we are zoomed right now. We've, a couple of us have reached out to SMG to hopefully fix that. They're looking at the maps. They'll ideally have that resolved soon enough. Red cap's up top. Not bad. So maybe I go 2 here, knock black out of this spot early. Red's not happy that, or white's not happy that red went there, seemingly. So I do wonder, or black is stacking troops on white's cap. Interesting. Because black put nothing over here. Black is behind us. White's going to hit our 3, it looks like. No. No, he does not hit our 3. I was going to add here, but I don't know why black is putting troops behind me, and I'd rather investigate that early. It's a pink 5. Can I roll this now? Can. I'm going to hit... I think it makes more sense to hit this, right? Alright. That's good to know. That is good to know. Nobody is behind me. That's the information I want. I get black out of here. I don't know why black had troops in here in the first place, but pink can roll some of this junk out. That's fine. I almost should have considered rolling this. So I think white and red are going to have some sort of quarrel. I don't see much of purple, but anyway, I can't zoom out further on this map, so you're just going to have to deal with me shifting around. I know some people don't like when I move the map too much or zoom in and out. We're not going to be zooming in and out today, but we are going to be, or not a whole lot unless we're reading territory names, but we are going to be moving around because I can't see the whole board. So the goal is to take this potential split hold. Hopefully nobody is capped on one of these 2 spots. Otherwise, that's going to make exiting here a little bit worse for me. But we see most of the caps, right? We see red, we see black, we see pink. We've got a 1-point hold over only a +3, and then the other +3 is going to be split. Red presumably takes this bonus here. He actually goes right into white's 4 right away. Is white's cap here? It is. I may be the only player who just saw that. If black doesn't know that that just happened, there's a good chance I can scoop either white or red's cap. Poor white, man. That stinks. He just lost. Red lost 10 troops on that roll, which means white had a reasonably defending cap, and he leaves 2s here defending. So we may be able to scoop a capital right now. This is Tier List Tuesday, by the way. Tier List Tuesday is the series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk, see how they stack up against each other on the meta settings. As black weasels his way out of that bonus, is he going to get both of these? I have a 3 to fortify if I need to. White is capless. Red is not quit. Presumably white rolls into this here. I think black double defended. Black must have had material to hit both of these spots. Which begs the question, why did red do that? I think I gotta try to slow roll this, right? For starters, let's hit this. Nice. I don't know how black had all of these troops up here. Yeah. Not great. This is impossible to defeat. I don't know how he got both the caps. I don't know why red split there, but I don't even know how black had enough material to hit both of those. He didn't have a single bonus. So he just got lucky with where his troops were placed. He had both Scribes and Storyteller's Den. And now he's got 3 caps. And a bonus. So I've got to kind of prioritize what's behind me to even have a chance. I figured I'd give it a slow roll because I had a little bit of material there, and we instantly lost 3 troops off the slow roll. Just not worth it to try to continue contesting that. I need to try to play for other parts of the board. Very weirdly greedy play by red to start there. It looks like we've got purple potentially capped on lava pumps. Starts with 5 troops. Maybe he's... or he had material here and is in a different spot. But bonuses on this board. This is a 41 territory map. 3 blizzards has us at 38 total territories. It is 1 territory smaller than the classic map, and we have 12 bonuses despite that. So average of, what, a little over 3 troops per territory, and with the blizzards included. So fiction, private library, cozy corner, those are +2s. Lava learning, VIP room, dino research, residential nonfiction, the council, watch city, and lost library are all +3s, and then public library, the lone +4. That's where pink resides, and pink's got a pretty strong cap to start here. Presumably black hits me. If black doesn't hit me, I think they're making a big mistake. Like if they just hit white here, they've got to defend all of this. If I somehow hold both of these bonuses, I think they're in trouble. Looks like red is botting. Goodbye, Caesar, Caesar. It's the kind of, you need to have patience here. And I thought white defended his cap reasonably well. Red got presumably insane cap dice there after hitting the 4. So he only lost, I think, 1 on the 4, and then rolled the remaining, 13 troops or whatever into this. Lost 10. And then fortified this way, gave these both up to black for free. Black's getting 12 because, again, he's got the residential bonus and then 3 caps already. And he puts 10 here. He's probably just going to sweep us clean out of here. All insta-breaks me. Doubles back into the 4. I wouldn't even be surprised to see him land on the 5 over here. Take the whole thing. And this is the issue with this map, man, is if people do those turn 1 cap rolls, it's just snowball, snowball, snowball. Over and over and over again. I hold this. I could potentially hit this and break into here. I don't know if that would be wise. Like 12 on 10? Probably not, but... that's where purple is. I think white might be behind me. Somebody's got to deal with black eventually. Don't particularly want it to be me. I think white's here on found books. Either there or Dino Barracks. One of the two. Black doesn't have any troops on cap. We've got red back here as well. Did he get a bonus? He did. So he's got the +3 here. He knew I was going to. He's going to get this one as well. The thing is, I need purple to know that I'm actually trying to help him. I don't want to open him up, though. So I think we have red exclusively behind me, then. I could get red for 2 cards. Red is botted. Oh, no, we got the 5 over here as well. Pink's going to harvest that. But I think we're going to want to keep red behind me, at least until we know that this 7 has been eliminated. Pink also knows how weak black's cap is here. But yeah, he gets 18. Like, this is not going to be good for the rest of us. It's the biggest issue with this map is that people can snowball so quickly. Everything's kind of interconnected. I'd probably prioritize defending here. He's going to hit my 5, which is a little irritating. So I just don't think that that's the area you need to go. I'm actually a little bit surprised he's not just breaking me over here. I guess he doesn't want to close off his capitals or something. He is giving purple potentially an in to breaking him. It's just a question on whether or not purple takes it. I'm not anticipating that. If white doesn't set, it's a shame that white is going to end up getting a lower placement. He doesn't. Okay, he trades. I was going to say it's a shame that white ends up getting a lower placement than red, but he's not going to. So We're gonna weasel her. I'm pretty sure he's back here, right? I'm not going to let pink eliminate him. I don't want pink back here. I'm plan on farming white for cards once he gets to 3 cards. Oh, he's going to slow roll this because he wants to make a move here, which is smart. I want to see him hit red, honestly. He trades early to do this play. I don't love it. Hits me, and he's going to win this. Actually got really good dice on that. And he's going to leave red back here, which I also think is wise. A nice split to get this. Does black come across the top, though? Black's got a ton of troops. He may opt to come across the top off of this, and that's going to leave purple or pink in a lot of trouble. So pink seems like a solid player. He's got red behind him. He's trying to harvest red in the same way I am. Now, this would be actually prime opportunity for purple to make a play on black. If he knows, he may know, he would have seen the cap quantity drop there. I would hit him. I don't think he did, though. Yeah, he did not. And pink's going to know that red exists elsewhere. So, just going to work on farming white. I respect that he's stuck around, but actually, the biggest question, we essentially have to let red flag. And I know it's only 1 card, but eventually red will flag because he started as a human. Black gets 16. So the question becomes, does black trade early? Does he play off the 9 here? Does he hit through me? Does he try to win his original cap back? It looks like all of that is likely to happen here. And we're not going to know, but we'll likely see this jump back to 3. Could get bad dice here. Does he hit it? He had enough material up top where he could consider it. Oh, he's wrapping around to the other capital? He didn't hit him. He didn't take the cap back. That's crazy. White does not want to open me up here. So it's actually a tactical play, even if it involves having a hit red down in here. This is an intentionally tactical play. I don't want to have to hit red out of here. But I can hit through red to come hit this. He should leave these split, if anything. Pink manages to get 10, because he had, he held one of these bonuses. I don't know if he hit red. He probably broke black. Purple is only getting 5 now. We're obviously not going to open ourselves up to him. I think with the Joker, I don't actually have a trade without the Joker, so I can't do anything fancy here, unfortunately. Just knock me out of here. I don't know who pink is going to hit. This is an interesting start where, like, I just haven't been able to get my bearings. I don't love that purple is here. That makes it very easy to card block me, which is certainly less than ideal. I've been waiting for this player to flag. Puts 2 back here now. Man, there's the flag. Okay. So now we have a chance of pink hitting white up there. Or red over there, I mean. Black gets 16 again. He's slow rolling something. Gotta be careful. I'd like to eliminate white. I don't love that he's sitting behind me. I've got two options here, right? Like, he'll be on 3 cards. It probably makes sense just to get rid of him and not be greedy. He has to open me up to him either way. I just didn't want to have to hit red. I wanted to leave red here before hitting white. Yeah, I'm just going to bite the bullet, man. Like, do we think there's a chance I could still hit him? He doesn't trade off a red. I think I'm going to take the risk of not eliminating him and hope he doesn't have a set on 3. We get the Joker. Pink gets 10. I'm like kind of hoping pink eliminates red on the left-hand side. Because the interesting thing is he doesn't trade... White doesn't trade off of red in here. So I can eliminate white on the next turn without eliminating red. And then I can investigate... Again, we have to eliminate white. That's the biggest thing, right? So... I just feel like this guy's going to have a trade-in. I have one of the Jokers, so that helps with my luck here, but... Purple started with 16. Wow. So he must have had a lot of this in here. Black must have been pretty set on pink. And black has not played this, despite taking all of this stuff up here. I don't think he played this particularly well. Too many troops. Like, he put 24 troops here to hit my 5 instead of defending his cap on the left-hand side. Or even this capital. Just kind of strange play by black. Black is only getting 8. Is that double cap with that? He lost one of the caps. That might be single cap and just this bonus. Purple took this cap here. Wow. Crazy. White is stuck in here. I almost think you flag if you don't have a trade here, but we're hoping he doesn't have a trade in. Purple and pink with some good tag teaming of the black player up there. And black is down to a very limited position. Either has double capital. Actually, there's no way he has double capital, no bonus, because these caps flank this spot here. They, by default, hold this bonus. So I guess he could have... No, yeah, he can't have double capital, no bonus. And then territory count. Doesn't make sense. It seems like he's even going to flag. I guess she. Technically, their name is Alyssa Rodriguez. Not sure if that's a randomly generated name or not. All right, moment of truth here with white. Does white trade? If they do, they're going to be a nuisance. They do not trade. So we will trade off of them. Four cards. That, I think they must have gotten the artillery. And I'm waiting to see how much pink has here. Pink's still only getting 10. So he hasn't eliminated red over here. Purple's getting 17. Because I'm trying to hold out that extra red card. I know that pink is trying to... He'll get a considerably greater amount of troops once he hits red. He trades early, too. Is this a full elimination of black, or does he go into pink here? Doesn't jump to 3 caps yet. Because presumably he took... There's the 3 cap jump. Pink with 2. I have 1. See how much black bot gets. 3. I moved before pink. Question is, did he leave it in here? Or is it killable? Because that's 3 cards that'll trade me in. I don't think it's behind pink over here. Purple is right there. Let's see. Pink is 4 cards. How much is on this? Okay. Good dice. It's pretty good dice. Come on. 100% barely. There's 4 cards off of pink. Probably should have knocked red out of there, man. I've got the red cards to fall back onto. Actually, let's split this. 15. He doesn't have a trade-in, so he won't be able to do a ton. That should be the game. I can take red on this next turn to force a trade-in. Wow. Opportunistic. I don't know why purple didn't eliminate black. That's 3 free cards. It wouldn't have set him, so I guess maybe that's your concern, is that you're going to be a little bit weak. But he could have trapped it in here, up here. He steps off. All right. I won't world dom him, but we'll eliminate red just for peace of mind, I suppose. If a player is willing to step off, I never feel like I have to world dom them. This was a quick game. Very, very weird. And I'll run through my thoughts on this map in just a moment. It's a map. I'm going to leave the big stacks, but get red out of here, force the trade and win. Good game, dude. Good game. Well played. Big ol' thumbs up to you. Really wish I didn't have to move around like this all the time. Wish you could see the map better, but just got to lay in wait there. I'm glad white didn't have the trade on 3. We were able to leverage that. I'm glad I recognized that pink was essentially missing out on income back here by leaving red back here. I know he wanted the extra card. Pink was clearly a good player, but his caps just weren't big enough. Black had given him seemingly enough trouble early enough to keep him kind of weak, and then I chained those trade-ins to take pink out, get good enough dice, and we got it. Intermediate on pink, white and expert. I'm not surprised given that he stuck around and just got bonked by the red player there. And then purple and black beginner. Let's take a look at where this one lands on our tier list, everybody. So I mentioned that multitude of bonuses earlier. It's similarly sized to the classic map. Here's our little image, and emphasis on little. These used to get bigger for me. They don't seemingly do that anymore. There's 3 blizzards, not a ton of options for blizzards that kind of stay out of the way. So you got like this one here, any of these 3 or 4 in the middle, but otherwise, like, I find a lot of the times there's 1-point holds here. In this particular case, we had a small 1-point hold up in this general region here. This map, not my favorite for capitals. It's pretty easy to snowball, especially if players do some silly cap sacking in the early game. And unfortunately for that reason, I feel like as far as flow goes, this one is very similar to eBuy Land in terms of similar layout, smaller bonuses, lesser value on those bonuses, but I actually think I like it less than eBuy. I do think it's better than Pirates Bay, and I think Overworld is just a criminally boring map because there's only 2 important bonuses. Everything else is pretty boring, but I don't like this as much as Conway. I think I like it more than Pirates Bay and Overworld, though. So we'll land that in D tier. It's fine. It's not my favorite. I think that the stalemate or snowball opportunity, which is a lot of these maps down here, is just too strong. So that's where Stairs of Knowledge and Power will land. We have Dracon Fortress, we've recorded several videos on recently, as our final map of this map pack next week. So stay tuned for that. we're getting down to certainly a smaller chunk, definitely more than halfway there with our Tier List Tuesday maps here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Again, we'll be back next week with more Tier List Tuesday. As always, everybody, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.